Welcome back to GEC Racing League. Tonight, the spotlight shines on Chicagoland Speedway as the NPC Cup Series returns for another pivotal chapter of Season 9. Welcome to the Skyline Showdown 322. 322 miles, 1.5 miles of asphalt, and the one opportunity to conquer one of the fastest intermediate tracks on the schedule. Chicagoland has a way of rewarding the fearless. Drivers can attack from the bottom groove, ride the cushion against the outside wall, or search the middle lane for the perfect balance of speed and control. But as the laps wind down, there will be only one racing line that matters, the one that leads to victory lane. Season 9 is beginning to shape up, championship contenders are emerging, momentum is building, and every point earned tonight could prove invaluable with the playoff picture coming into focus. The crews have made their final adjustments, the grandstands are buzzing, and the drivers are strapped in. Another unforgettable night of GEC Racing League is about to begin. Welcome to the Skyline Showdown 322 from Chicagoland. From up in the booth, I'm Jamie G alongside of Joseph Barrow and special guest Knox Thompson into number 39 coming from the Truck Series. Thank you for spending your evening with us. Sit back, buckle up, and enjoy the action because it's time to go racing. Barrow, how we doing tonight?
I'm good, man. I'm on the right side of the dirt, so it's always a good day on this side, and I'm looking forward to this race. I think it's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And always, this whole season for the Cup Series has been amazing. A lot of green flag laps, a lot of strategy coming in with tires and pit strategy. It's really exciting to see what these guys can do on a track that has so many lanes. And like I said, go ahead.
It's going to be interesting with the way the bottom works, and when they get to using the tires up a little bit, they'll migrate up the track a little bit, and you'll see them running up against that wall. And if they get those green flag runs in, you'll see them trying to skate that wall.
Well, and from our special guest tonight, Knox Thompson, the number 39 of the Truck Series, coming up as a special guest into the booth tonight. Thompson, how we doing?
I'm doing great. I've always loved this track, and since going here, I've learned a lot of how the surface is, and it's just really bumpy. These cars don't handle bumps well. It's going to be a rough one. The cars are not going to handle the bumps well, but it's going to be something the drivers are going to have to maneuver around, and it's going to make it way more interesting than it would with a car that handles everything perfectly.
Well, the next
top side in 3 and 4 is that little bump. You got to get about halfway through the turn before you get back on that gas, because it will send you around in circles once you hit that bump at the top.
Yeah, it's a big bump, middle 3 and 4, and it's got me a few times. So.
Well, and as we've seen in the Truck Series race on Tuesday, a lot of cars going around on that bottom side, but I think it's going to be the top side, like you guys were saying. That's going to be a little bit more concerning tonight. Hitting those bumps is definitely going to be an issue. But as we go into qualifying here, we're going to see who's ready to start out on the pole. Obviously, Gardner's going to be the watch tonight. Jeremy Gardner taking the fastest time on the track with a 29.78. Colonel Bolton sitting in second for the practice, 29.92. We have Ryan Moutre jumping up tonight in third with the third fastest time in practice. Josh McCabe. A lot of big names up there running a lot of good times, and qualifying is really going to show us what is about to happen. But in all honesty, like I said, a lot of excitement coming out of the Cup Series this season. We've seen these guys do amazing things, and I really expect this to be a great race.
Yeah, you got a lot of big names up there at the top. You got Bolton with Outlaw up there, and then you got with Cornerstone, you got Gardner, Silvers, and Williams. They're all running in the top 4. It's going to be interesting because then right behind them in P5 and P6 in practice, you got Hanneman and Caswell. They've been going at it with Cornerstone all season.
Well, and especially after last week, Barrow, coming off a Daytona road course, grueling race, long, but honestly, a great race to watch. We had a lot of fun, and Cornerstone did what they haven't done all season, and that was come 1, 2, 3. An amazing thing to see when your whole team is on the podium, and the whole podium is your team. Really, honestly, just an amazing feat by those guys, and they continue to show us what talent really is about. I'm excited to see what these guys have in store for us tonight. Obviously, part of that Cornerstone Motorsports team is Jeremy Gardner. We got James Silvers. Who else is out there? Tyler Evans is going to be out there tonight. It looks like I think that's it. I think they only got A. Williams.
Yeah, Williams.
So all 4 of their teammates are out there tonight again. They're going to try to do it again. But we're going to see, really honestly, what that Cornerstone Motorsports playoff picture starts to look like as well after tonight. Only 3 races left, Bar. As we start to get guys, I shouldn't even say, shouldn't say guys, as we start to get drivers filtering in some laps here. Jamie Mullins in that 66 taking the fastest time right now with a 30.00. Cornell Bolton sitting in second with a 39.04, and Ryan Moutre currently with a 30.12. So that's going to be our top 3 at the moment, but I got a feeling Jeremy Gardner's not done. Openchowski's still out on the track as well. And A. Williams still hasn't ran. Looks like first lap coming out of Jeremy Gardner. Where did he? Oh, he dropped down the list a little. Yeah, down the list a little bit. Gardner off the track, so he is going to be resting in P8 right now. Openchowski setting down a heater with a 30.05. Super great to see the OCS team jumping up there. Really excited to see what they have tonight. Obviously, Benjamin Archuleta also been fighting for a win all season long. Cornell Bolton's still on the track, but he laid down a 30.04.
Yeah, and I kind of messed up the session here. I've been gone for a while and coming back, and I know what I did. I set up the session, and then I changed the time limit on it from 3 hours to 4 hours, and it reset the laps for qualifying, so it only gave them 1 lap to qualify.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had to apologize to him. I'm gonna be back on track next week.
Nah, hey, it is what it is. These guys get a fast lap.
I double checked it. I double checked that every single time to make sure there's 2 laps for qualifying, and I double checked it this time. But after I checked it, I went back and changed the session time from 3 to 4 hours, I think it was. And I know that's probably what reset it.
Well,
that's just an extra challenge.
Yeah.
Few drivers not setting qualifying laps. Jordan Marion, Darren Bruce, Lee Kiernan, Bryce Boyer, Reggie Jug Evans Jr., and Tyler Evans. None of those guys actually put down a qualified time. Darren Bruce still on the track at the moment, same as Bryce Boyer. Cornell Bolton still on the track for some reason. Not sure what's going on with him. Yeah, they are
making some extra laps.
Yeah, definitely still out there. I mean, and for me, I don't just use qualifying to find out where I'm going to start the race. I use it for practice. I mean, why not?
Yep, more laps.
10 minutes, so.
Aaron Bruce still out there. Bryce Boyer still out there. Unfortunately, we didn't see Boyer start the race last week. There was a lot of people that actually decided not to race last week. Oh yeah, Boyer coming out P5.
Yeah, this is probably one of his better tracks too. You know, Boyer loves to run that top side.
Oh yeah, the wall is his friend as far as, you know, any track with that high line is going to be a Boyer track in my opinion.
Yeah, he can do it really well with the trucks, and then I know he's coming into a little bit of learning curve with the Cup car, but if he can handle that high side tonight, it might. If we get the green flag runs, it might work well for him.
Well, and like we've seen in the truck series, we've seen a lot of drivers actually waiting towards the end of the qualify to lay down a lap because the track starts to cool down a little bit. I think that's what we're seeing out of Bryce Boyer and Jordan Marion right now, as well as Openchowski being able to take a third place start right here at Chicagoland. I mean, once that track cools down, I feel like they're going to be running a lot faster than they would earlier on in the session. But again, here we go. We're about to see where Marian's about to place. Marian comes out with a 30.33.
15th.
He is going to be, yeah, he's going to be rocking around 15th place, but that's all right. We've seen Marian come from the back to the front many times this season, and I expect to see that that Milkman paint job up front sometime tonight. Cornell Bolton's still on the track, man. That's crazy. He's not playing
Hey,
around.
more laps.
He's putting them laps in.
Yeah, he's not playing around. But as it comes from last week, man, I mean, these guys, grueling race. I believe the whole race altogether was about 2 hours and 45 minutes or something like that, or 2 hours and 30 minutes, and that's track time. That's not with the practice or anything. So these guys, I'm sure, are excited to get out here for an oval this week. The more green flags, the faster they get done with it. So I expect a lot of strategy to come out tonight. We're gonna see a lot of the tire wear really make a play in tonight's race, and that pit strategy is really gonna come into play as well. So obviously, you know, we've all been out there, Barrow, Thompson. We've been to Chicagoland. We've raced the track, multiple lines. What line, in your guys' opinion, saves those tires the most?
It's usually the bottom. Bottom's usually always the tire saving line, but it could be if the tires wear out, you might start finicking around with the other line, seeing if they might save a little while giving a little more time, or it's just going to be a strategy of, do you want to try to pull away, or do you want to try to get as much tire conservation as possible with these cars, because they get really tight on those long runs, as most people that run them know.
Yeah, it is that bottom line, but it's also too about how you run that bottom line. If you shoot it in there too hard and you're slamming it down there on that bottom, and you can still burn up the tires a little bit. But I would probably be running, you know, bottom, mid, depending on too like what everybody else is running. Dirty air is going to be a problem tonight, so I think you'll see them spread out.
Well, speaking of the dirty air, obviously we've seen in the truck series a lot of drivers sliding up in front of each other, causing issues with that outside wall. Do you guys think we're actually going to see a lot of outside wall contact tonight, versus what we've seen in the truck series on Tuesday?
For what I've done in these cars previously, I raced them a bit last season, and these things plow tight. No matter if somebody comes down on your nose, you might as well just let up, because you will be going to that high side. If you can control it, that's probably going to be the best thing you can do here, is try to conserve the dirty air where you can work it better than most other people.
Well, either way, guys, it is going to be an exciting race. I mean, I cannot wait to see what these guys have in store for us tonight. But as always, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start it off with our national anthem. We will see you right back on the track for hot racing action.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back out on the track. Let's go ahead and go over our grid. On row 1, Jamie Mullins taking the pole with Cornell Bolton on his outside. Row 2, Justin Opinchowski for OCS and Garrett Caswell for GTCR. Row 3, Bryce Boyer and A. Williams. Row 4, Ryan Moutre and Raymond Hanneman. Row 5, Jeremy Gardner and Darren Bruce. Row 6, Benjamin Archuleta and Josh McCabe. Row 7, Spencer Teal and James Silvers. Row 8, Jordan Marion and Hunter Berkmeyer. Row 9, Dakota Osborne and Chris Campbell. Row 10, Kay Dunn and Lee Kiernan. Row 11, Dustin Haynes and Tyler Evans. And for row 12, Reggie Jug Evans Jr. All right, ladies and gentlemen, looks like we're going to have a battle between Mullins and Bolton on the first green flag here tonight at Chicagoland for the Skyline Showdown 322. Once again, thank you for everyone that showed up tonight at Chicagoland. It's going to be an exciting race. As we've seen from the Cup Series all season, guys, I mean, just phenomenal racing coming out of the Cup Series. A lot of green flag racing like we were talking about before. I expect to see the same thing tonight. Decent field tonight. 23 drivers out there to show us what they got. First pole for Jamie Mullins, too, that number 66.
That's the newcomer.
Oh, he's the brand. This is his first race.
Yep.
Oh, and it's a night race, too. Super exciting. Green flag is out here for the first time tonight at Chicagoland. Let's see who gets the advantage here. Looks like Bolton and Mullins side by side. Bolton barely edging out Mullins, but they are going to remain side by side. Garrett Caswell down, almost touching with Opinchowski in the number 86 or 96.
Bolton's clear.
Yeah, Bolton cleared Mullins, but Garrett Caswell right there as well. Garrett Caswell taking that second spot away from Mullins in the 66. Mullins going to be side by side with A. Williams at the moment for Cornerstone Motorsports.
They're still side by side coming into turn 2. Seems like the Mullins is trying to stick for a long run here, losing a few spots, maybe to gain a few at the on the long run with the tire saving.
Looked like a little bit of contact between the 96 and the 9 of Boyer and Opinchowski. They're also going to be side by side coming out of that turn. Ooh, looks like Darren Bruce up into that wall a little bit. He's going to lose some speed.
We were talking about the wall earlier in post-race or pre-race. Seems like it's already coming into play.
Yeah, Bruce is choosing that high side. He's getting that run off the turn there. Coming up on who is that? Silvers? Is that Silvers? No, that's not.
No,
Silvers.
that's Hanneman.
Williams ahead of him.
Oh, ahead of him? Yeah, that's going to be Williams in that number 13. But yeah, speaking of Hanneman, right there, he's going to be jumping up a few spots into the top 5. Two-time champion in that number 85.
Side by side. Oh!
I think Moutre may have made a little contact with him.
Opinchowski saves it. Yellow does not come out. He was too far off the track and came back after all the cars passed him.
Job for everybody avoiding that.
You said you think
been really bad.
You think Moutre got, like, they made contact?
Yeah, Moutre was up high. Moutre was up high and came off the wall just a little bit and made contact with the right side there of Opinchowski.
Well, if it stays green, they're still gonna. It's still gonna be a minute before they catch up to him.
Yeah. I mean, if it's got to happen to you in a race, it's better to have it happen now. And you know, he didn't have much damage off of that, so.
Challenge for the lead.
Yeah, Garrett Caswell jumping up to the front. Garrett Caswell now in second place. Where did he come from?
He's
Oh,
using that
huge
high
block.
side run.
Huge block from the 88. They make contact right there. 88 gets a little loose. 87 still down low.
He gonna clear? Yes, he does. Bolton back on point.
We've seen a lot of good racing coming out of Bolton this season, I'm not going to lie. That number 88 has pushed very, very hard. I think he's got 2 wins this season already, right?
That I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and look. I'd have to go back and look at it. Them things, them stats don't sit in my head like that.
No, mine either. Mine either. Well, as we're starting to see a little bit of a single file starting to go on here, a lot of drivers already looks like they're losing some of those tires.
Side by side for P5. Boyer's gonna take it.
Well, and as we were talking earlier, Boyer loving to ride the high side on any track. It looks like he's opting to like a lane down right now, not wanting to get up into that wall. Oh,
Garrett's going to go around to the inside here.
Garrett Caswell now taking the lead.
Looks like Bolton got tight on exit and he smacked the outside wall pretty hard.
I wonder if that's going to cause him. Yeah. I was about to say the same thing.
Wheel damage in these cars, that could ruin a race. Like really, really easily. Affects it more on these cars than most.
Well, A. Williams, number 13, up to 3rd place right now. Looking directly at the backside of the 88 after that contact with the outside wall. There he
Williams
goes.
seems to be one of the faster guys on the top side.
Well, Cornerstone Motorsports has been a dominating force all season. Those guys coming in fresh into GEC, all of them are rookies. I mean, just showing us what talent is really all about. I mean, they've been doing a great job. Obviously, we've seen what Jeremy Gardner has to offer. He's won 3 races, I believe, already this season. 1 last week, coming off of the Daytona Road Course. So these guys are fresh off of some good standings. So,
Ooh. Boyer almost got a spun out of turn 2. He got really loose. Nice save by him.
Yeah, and our pole sitter Mullins, he's dropped back quite a few there. He got loose going into turn 3 there, and he had a hell of a save to keep her straight.
yeah, Mullins
Down to P11.
Yep, he's down 9 spots right now. Just moved up to P10.
Seems like we single filed out for most of the field. Top 5 here: Caswell, Bolton, Williams, Hanneman, and Bryce Boyer.
Well, an incredible start as we were expecting already, coming out of these Cup Series drivers in these next-gen cars. I mean, incredible. I mean, a little bit of an incident between Justin Openchowski, but fortunately he was able to get back around. It does look like right now they are nowhere near catching him, so he's going to stay on that lead lap, and if anything does happen, he is going to have the ability to catch back up to the field.
Yeah, well, the best thing that could happen to him right now is a caution flag, but it seems like how they're running single file here. Well, as I say that, Moutre going for P6 here, side by side with Darren Bruce.
That's a good thing about this track too, though, is getting out there by yourself like that. You can still, maintain pace. That right now he's running a 30.7, and your leader run a 30.8.
Yeah,
that's the average of the field is around 30.7, 30.8.
Side by side for the lead.
Ooh.
They were 3 wide for a second for the lead.
Yeah, 3 wide for second. Yeah.
Warriors looking to sneak up in there in the middle there.
Oh.
Bolting up into the wall again. He's going to lose big time speed off of that one. Was there contact?
There was a little bit of a little bit of contact.
I think it was 3 wide there, and he may not have known it, or he come down and got a little contact with Boyer.
It's an easy thing to do when you're 3 wide. Overestimate the amount of space you have.
Yeah.
Well, and again, Boyer Great showing from him so far tonight. Two-time champion for GEC, ARCA champion, and truck champion of last season. I mean, he's looking for his first win this season. He really is. He's on the backside of Garrett Caswell right now. And I'll tell you, that number 9 is looking great.
He's been able to rip the middle, rip the top better than most people in the field. And he watching last season's races, he was always the best up there on that top side in the truck series. And this is just a type of track that he is good at. He was good here last season, and I feel like he has one of the good shots. I feel like he's my pick to win today in Chicago.
Yeah, that's what we didn't do. Who's your
Yeah.
pick?
Who'd you say, Thompson?
Boyer.
Oh, damn it.
Oh,
crap,
huge
what happened
contact.
Holy.
Was that
What?
Darren Bruce and Raymond Hanneman?
Hanneman just got...
Hanneman with a meatball flag. He can't even move that car.
He got loose and just tried to catch it, and
Hanneman
he got loose on
having
entry.
Hanneman jump into the pits. Let's go back and take a look, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh.
He's got the 13 of A Silvers right there on his bumper. But I don't think A Silvers had anything to do with it.
No, he just got loose on entry and overcorrected, and it just sent him up into the wall.
It's an easy thing to do with these cars, just to feel like you got it, and then you don't got it, and overcorrects it, and just such an easy thing to do with these cars, more than other. But the things with these cars, they feel so clunky. You'll hit a bump or hit something, it could just change the direction of your car, or arrow loose, and that probably what happened when he was sideways. He probably hit a bump or something and got him unfeeling or something. I don't think that's a word.
Well, we can make words. That's fine. But yeah, absolutely. Raymond Hanneman, just a little bit of an overcorrection, hitting that wall extremely hard, and then collecting Darren Bruce as well. Unfortunately, to see for Darren Bruce and Raymond Hanneman both, as they were running extremely well. Bruce definitely going to come down and get some of that damage fixed, but Raymond Hanneman having to toe out on that. That gives the advantage to Justin Openchowski. Like we said, that's what he was waiting for. Openchowski jumps all the way to 9th place after that pit stop with a bunch of drivers right there. Let's go ahead and we're not going to get a good look. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, it looks like 1 through 9. Williams, Gardner, Mullins, Silvers, Marion, Haynes, Campbell, Evans, and Openchowski deciding not to pit, but everybody behind them did decide to pit. Garrett Caswell, Boyer, Archuleta, Moutre, Berkmeyer, and Teal. And then down the list, McCabe, Osborne, looks like Dunn, Kiernan, and Bolton. It does look like Darren Bruce is still in the pits. He's going to opt in to not use that fast repair and get as much of that fixed as possible without coming out. Raymond Hanneman actually going to go a lap down here because the tow out, but wasn't the accident near the entrance of the pit, or was it after?
It was close to the entrance. I just might have been closed.
Yeah, I think it's going to be probably a full tow.
Yeah.
Oh, and there he comes, Hanneman. As the pace car barely gets by him, he is going to go a lap down, having to use that fast repair with only 19 laps into the race. 196 laps left, guys. I mean, no choice. He didn't have a choice with a meatball flag, but, man, just hate to see that for Hanneman.
The thing about this restart is who can make it through the traffic the best. Will it be Boyer, will it be Caswell, or will it be one of the other drivers trying to get back to the front with these new fresh tires?
Yeah, everybody else on those older tires, they're going to have 19 laps already on those tires, 20 as we cross the line. So that's going to also mean significantly less fuel. So that's going to really separate the entire pack. Almost half the pack is going to have to go in earlier than the other half. So that's going to really throw off that pit strategy. But here we go. Green flags back out. Williams and Gardner, cornerstone, back up front.
Good start by Williams.
Yeah, Silvers is also right there in tow. He's going to be in 4th place. 3 Cornerstone Motorsports guys, 1, 2, 3 right now. That's exactly what you want to see if you're at
Side by
Cornerstone.
side. Gardner to the lead. Good run off the exit there. Silver's also clear of Williams. He fell 2 spots on that back stretch. Caswell already up to P5 from P11 starting spot on the restart. Now up to P4. Good run.
Amazing start for him, jumping down in front of Dusty Haynes on that bottom side. Those older tires really are not affecting those guys. It doesn't look like at all.
Yeah. Aero's such a big thing here that you could use the aero to maybe slow them down a little bit. You can use them to kill their tires a little bit more and maybe have more of a chance on those older tires. But Garrett Caswell making those new tires work on the inside.
Hard charging by Garrett Caswell. Absolutely. And that number 87 for GTCR Motorsports. As we've seen an incident with Raymond Hanneman, his teammate, hitting that wall, Garrett Caswell isn't going to let that deter him at all from jumping up towards the front. He's looking for P3 right now.
Gonna get a run on the back straight away.
Archuleta. He saves it. OCS can't catch a break tonight.
Did something happen to Openchowski?
It was Archuleta. He got loose.
Man, I'm liking that new paint job coming off of Archuleta. That Major's garage is really nice.
Caswell got the wall a little bit. Doesn't seem to affect him at all. Still gets a better run on exit.
Well, if you also take a look at the number 9 of Bryce Boyer, dropping from towards the front in 2nd place, running almost for the lead. He's got some damage on the front of that number 9 Chevy, Valvoline Chevy. I mean, it looks like that whole front end is caved in a little bit, right?
I think I saw it
probably from that restart. Yeah, it was a bad restart for him. Not for just him. It was pretty much half the field.
Big push from Haynes to the back of Caswell. Haynes going for P4.
We've seen a lot of Haynes this season. I mean, he's been doing an incredible job of just honing in that racecraft and keeping that number 3 up into the top 5.
He's done a great job of it tonight on this strategy. Openchowski trying to go for P5 after that unfortunate spin on one of the first laps.
Yep. Caswell looking to take his spot away from Williams there. He's going to get him on the outside here probably. Well, no, Williams takes it right back.
Barely clear.
Holy. Yeah, that was incredible move.
Risky.
Well, and that was detrimental for A. Williams. Now he's got Openchowski right on his outside in that number 96. Trying to block Garrett Caswell. Just didn't work out for him. Slowed him down a little bit. Now he's lost 2 positions. 87 up in front of Openchowski. They're fighting back and forth. Caution comes out. That's going to involve Spencer Teal and Cornell Bolton.
I'm hearing Bolton saying he's claiming, so he may have smacked that wall. No, he got
Bruce got in it in the grass. Don't know what happened with him.
I imagine that he was trying to avoid something right there. Oh yeah, Bolton cutting loose. He touched that line right there. Spencer Teal involved. Heavy damage on that number 18 getting collected. Yeah, Darren Bruce barely scathed the front of the number 88 driving down into the infield. Cornell Bolton with a lot of damage on that number 88 as well. Unfortunate for Cornell Bolton and Spencer Teal. Spencer Teal just getting collected. And that's the second time tonight, guys, we've seen that. We've seen obviously what happened to Hanneman. Now it's happened to Cornell Bolton. It does look like Dunn has a meatball flag.
Well, it could be everybody's getting loose. We were talking about that bump in the pre-race. That bump could be you hit that bump and it just gets you loose and overshoots it. And that seemed to happen already twice. That bump gotten 2 cars already.
I think that one was probably a little bit too of the apron coming into play because he got down on that apron a little bit too far, and then as soon as he kind of drifted up the track just a little bit, it kicked out on him. So
Yeah, K. Dunn getting collected in that accident as well. As they went out, he smacked that number 88, causing a lot of right front damage on that number 31. That's going to send him down into pit lane. He's going to have to use that fast repair. I don't think he's used it already. So he should be all right. Did Bolton already use his?
that I'm not sure of.
I don't think so.
I don't know. Did he pit the last pit? Because he may have, because he smacked the wall hard twice in that one. And he, when he made contact with Boyer that one time, and then the couple laps before that, he smacked the wall pretty hard. So he may have not had it checked off and used it on that first pit stop.
Doesn't seem like he used it here, so don't think he has it anymore.
I mean, no meatball from him. It does look like K. Dunn was able to get back out there.
He's done. Bolton is.
Oh, that's his race?
Sucks.
Yep.
That's terrible. Super fast here tonight, too. Hate to see that for the number 88. Does that give Raymond Hanneman the lucky dog, though? How come Hanneman's still a lap down?
But I got the wall and took away
Yeah,
his
he-
lucky dog.
Yeah, he may have made contact, or iRacing may have took it away from him for some reason. Not real sure.
Well, that just means nobody got the lucky dog, unfortunately. Right now, currently, Raymond Hanneman, the only one showing a lap down.
2 new drivers on the front row, Boutre and Berkmeyer.
Berkmeyer's not really that new. He's part of OCS.
I mean,
He's just talking. He's just talking tonight.
Oh yeah, for tonight. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
new drivers on the front row. Yeah, my bad. Should have worded it better.
Well, it's good to see Berkmeyer out here. I mean, obviously an incredible
Right
driver.
behind him there.
Shove.
Yeah, Benjamin Archuleta right behind him. 2 OCS drivers are going to take charge here on this restart after that second caution.
Oh no.
Oh, that's going to
Caution out again.
involve Bryce Boyer, Lee Kiernan, and Chris Campbell. Yeah, I think Boyer's going to have to come down and get some damage fixed. After looking so good, too. I wonder what happened. Let's go take a look. Oh, it looks like Boyer comes down and Kiernan comes up a little. That's both drivers just coming into each other, unfortunately. Did anybody else get collected? 79 going down bottom. Chris Campbell involved. Chris Campbell going sideways as well. I don't think anybody hit Campbell, and I don't think he hit the wall either.
Campbell should be fine.
Yeah, just a little bit of damage on the front side of that number 52 Toyota for Chris Campbell. But let's hope he's going to be okay. Let's go back to live. See if anybody's going to jump down. Lee Kiernan with a meatball flag. A lot of drivers
Got some of the worst of that.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of drivers having to use that fast repair real early. Again, if I'm Bryce Boyer, I'm coming down into the pits. I'm getting some of that damage fixed on the front of that number 9. But even Boyer being involved still really doesn't look bad.
Front was already damaged and he hit front again. Looks like we got almost a little bit of contact on pit road.
Yeah, I seen that. That was going to be between him and K Dunn in that number 31. Uh-oh, I think Boyer used that fast repair.
Seemed like I gave Boyer the announcer's curse already. As soon as I said it, he got the wall and already got it.
Well, and that also reminds me, we didn't even go through the rest of our picks.
Yeah, who's your pick, Jamie?
Yeah, so in all honesty, to tell you the truth, I'm gonna go with Benjamin Archuleta tonight. Not only do I like the paint job, he's been hungry for a win, doing an amazing job all season long, and I expect OCS to walk out with it, but I'm gonna go ahead and call it for the 51.
Burrow doesn't seem to be here right now, so guess we're gonna have to wait on. Oh,
Yep.
he is here.
Morrow, who's your pick?
Ooh-wee. Who'd you pick, Jamie?
I picked Archuleta.
I think I might have to go with 57 of Gardner.
Of course. Of course.
Easy pick. Easy pick.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to. It's been a while, so I'm gonna have to get me one tonight.
All right, fair enough, fair enough. But man, Hunter Berkmeyer up 15 spots in that 95 for OCS. He's gonna have his teammate Benjamin Archuleta up 9 spots right on his outside. Ryan Moutre sitting behind the number 95 of Hunter Berkmeyer, and then Jeremy Gardner also sitting right there in 4th behind the number 51 of Benjamin Archuleta. So, I mean, it's anybody's ball game, guys. There's a lot of big names up front, and we're going to see what happens here on this next restart. Here we go.
A lot of different strategies up here also.
Green flag is back out, ladies and gentlemen.
Berkmeyer's clear.
Fortunately, Lee Kiernan going a lap down, but he's looks like he's catching back up. Anything happens, he should get the lucky dog on this next one. Great start by Berkmeyer and Benjamin Archuleta, but that's going to put Jeremy Gardner right there in 2nd place. He's going to be jumping right up in front of that number 51, slowing that line down a little bit, but careful, you still got Garrett Caswell right there. Garrett Caswell diving in.
Caswell's been one of the faster ones. I think he's... Oh,
contact between Gardner and...
Since Caswell around, Archuleta also around.
Yeah. Just another car getting loose.
Seemed to be a reoccurring issue tonight.
Let's go take a look.
Berkmeyer got loose on the bottom there, and it's you're not able to catch it.
Yeah, involving a few drivers right there. Then the 51 and Gardner get into each other again. Caswell also involved in that. A lot of big names involved in that crash right there. Did Garrett Caswell hit anything? I think he just got tapped by Benjamin Archuleta trying to avoid that crash. Oh, Caswell barely missing the wall. Archuleta coming back up and making contact with Gardner. Big collection right there. Archuleta coming down in. Berkmeyer also coming down in. No b-ball flags though, guys. That's pretty crazy.
The announcer curse strikes again, I guess.
No,
Gardner
God. Well, Gardner already using that fast repair, so he's just going to have to get those damages fixed on his own. But that's going to give him the advantage to another OCS driver, Justin Openchowski, taking the lead here tonight with Darren Bruce right on his backside. Silver's in third place, Williams in fourth, and it looks like Jordan Marion. I told you that Milkman paint job was going to get up there tonight. Number
I saw him.
11.
He was making his way up there on. I think he took tires on the first pit stop, and he's made his way back up here from. I think it was 18th.
Wow. Yeah, he's up right now. Marion's up 10 spots. Tyler Evans in the number 77 is up 16 spots tonight. Cornerstone Motorsports, Silvers, Williams, and Evans all almost in the top 5. They're all in the top 6 right now. So really interesting to see, what they're going to be able to do on this next restart. But like I said, Openchowski going to take the charge here for the restart with Darren Bruce on his outside. Darren Bruce, GEC veteran, long time next gen driver. I mean, always competition, always.
Boyer's still up there in the top 10 after that incident. Where's Gardner at?
Gardner, looks like Jeremy Gardner dropped back into 19th after that contact. Unfortunately, not what you want to see for Gardner, but I'm pretty sure we're going to see him back up towards the front.
Yeah.
We also
Don't count him out yet.
We also got the new GEC driver for the Cup Series, Jamie Mullins, making his way back up towards the front, currently sitting in 7th.
After that unfortunate race start where he lost a few positions.
Yeah,
He's made it back here.
I like his paint job too. He's got a really nice paint job on that car.
Yeah. A lot of these guys' paint schemes I really like.
Here we go. Pace car off the track, ladies and gentlemen. Openchowski, Darren Bruce fighting it out here on the restart at Chicagoland for the Skyline Showdown 322. Beautiful start by Openchowski, creating a nice gap for himself. Let's see what line he decides to choose. Looks like right down to the bottom.
Silver's got the apron a little bit. That got him tight. Able to keep it off of Bruce. Still side by side down the backstretch. Darren Bruce and Silvers. Bruce is going to take it to the outside of the leader.
Yeah, Darren Bruce taking the advantage here, jumping up to first for the first time tonight. That number 39. Like I said, Darren Bruce, always competition. He is an amazing driver, has been here for quite a while. We've seen what he has available in the tank, and he's showing it here tonight.
Caution flag is out.
Looks
Big
like
wreck.
I can't tell, but it looks like Campbell, Gardner, and Berkmeyer all involved in that.
Caswell got a piece of it too. It looks like. Oh, Caswell's out.
Caswell with a meatball flag. And towing out. Yeah, he definitely towed out. Let's go back and take a look and see what happened to Caswell. Caswell coming off the bottom of the apron right there. Right underneath the 66 of Jamie Mullins.
Oh. They keep it all collected and just gets into him gets into Moutre, and that sends him back around. Doesn't seem like Gardner has that much damage. Probably, it's worse than I thought. Never mind.
Yeah, it looks like the 87 of Garrett Caswell making contacts with the 66 of Mullins, trying to save it. Moutre right up into the side of him right there. Campbell with a bunch of damage on that 52. Gardner also involved. It looks like the Berkmeyer in the 95 as well, getting in with the 57. Yeah, huge damage for Garrett Caswell on that last one. Really unfortunate, man. I hate to see that for Caswell. Such a good driver. He's been doing really, really well all season. I know Mama does not want to see that tonight.
Not at all.
Black flag for a driver, Josh McCabe, as well. Must be a pit lane entry or something, or a speeding penalty. That's going to be our 5th NPC caution of the night. 43 laps in, 172 to go. Hoping these guys knock the cobwebs off and get a bunch of green flag runs. I want to see some pit strategy and tire wear come into the mix.
Yeah, it's gonna get interesting if we get a long run here. See how the tires play out. Who can save them? Who's gonna be not the best at saving them? And just to see what will happen on strategy. I feel like almost half the drivers are on totally different strategies than each other. It's like 4 different strategies throughout the field.
Yeah, it's going to be quite interesting to see, like you said, who can save the tires and who can't. Because we already know after about 25 laps or so, we're going to start to see a lot of that tire wear come into play. Right now, currently, these guys are getting between 38 and 40 laps on a tank of fuel. Earlier in the 30 lap mark, we're going to start to see probably in the high 20s is when we're going to see that tire wear come into play. But again, the pit strategy, if we can keep it green, is really gonna throw a mix.
Yeah, we can see on these longer runs who pitted and who didn't. I'm totally thrown off on who's on what strategy after all these cautions, so I'm gonna have to figure that out by watching the race. Pace car takes the hard left turn onto pit road. Darren Bruce, Openchowski, green flag is out.
Openchowski with Marian right behind him. Huge jump for Darren Bruce right there. Diving down low real early. Got Silvers on his outside for Openchowski. Silvers able to take it. Nope, they are back side by side. Marian jumps behind Silvers on that one right there, going down low. Silvers riding high a little bit on that one, going in front of the 96. Oh, maybe that was part of his strategy, just to slow down that 96 so he couldn't get on it back on his outside. But it looks like Silvers is getting the advantage. He's going to be moved up to 2nd place. Openchowski back to 3rd.
Cal car is here, up into P4.
Bruce is liking what he's seeing in his rearview mirror. I know that.
Oh yeah, 100%.
If they keep racing back there like that, he can steadily pull away from them. He's got what, about around a second ahead of him now?
Yeah, well, it's actually about a half a second, but still, I mean, if they're fighting in your rear view, that's exactly what you're going to want to see to maintain that cushion. And like I said, Darren Bruce is a hell of a driver. He knows what he's doing. And watching those guys fight for 2nd place is going to be something it's like a Christmas present.
It is. He's steadily pulling away from him there.
Just, if I were him right now, I'd just lay back and save my tires while you have the chance of them being side by side. That chance
They kind of
ran
spread
out.
out. Yeah,
Yep.
They kind of spread out here now. So Openchowski's going to be looking to walk him down here.
Yep, try to close the gap.
Looks like Dusty Haynes is trying to catch up to Williams, seeing if he can jump up into the 6th spot at the moment. But careful, you got Benjamin Archuleta right behind him.
Bryce Boyer, after all that damage, he's all the way back up to P5. Going for P4, looking to the inside.
Yeah, he's on the bumper Marion right now.
Yep,
He's
throws it
working
in
on
there.
the inside here.
Well, we've seen Boyer racing for the lead earlier on before those incidents actually happened. One of the faster cars on the track at the moment. Let's go ahead and take a look, ladies and gentlemen, see who has the fastest laps. Darren Bruce actually is the fastest driver on the track at the moment with a 29.73. Justin Openchowski right behind him, 1 and 2 with a 29.81. Bryce Boyer is going to be 3rd on that list with a 29.84. Eric Caswell with a 29.91, unfortunately no longer in the race. Josh McCabe getting disqualified.
Did he not serve the black?
I don't know. That's the first disqualification I've seen all season. And especially for Josh McCabe. I mean, hell of a driver. I'm not sure what happened.
Yeah, that I'm not sure of.
You didn't hear him shout anything out, did you?
No.
Well, we'll have to ask him what happened after the race. Right now, we got a hell of a race on our hands. Bryce Boyer looking to take that third spot away from Silvers. But yeah, after Garrett Caswell, it's going to be just Silvers that actually has the fastest lap. Boyer beating him out by a 16th right now. Silvers rocking that 30.0 even.
Oh no.
What? Oh, Silver's getting loose. Oh, he's the first guy to be able to save that tonight. Incredible save
Great
by the number
save.
4.
Boyer's up to P3. That's my pick. So, see if he can make his way back up there.
Yeah, that definitely gives the advantage to the number 9 of taking the third spot away. He's going to be looking to the back of Justin Opinchowski here in a moment. I mean, incredible driving by Justin Opinchowski as well. He's doing a great job up front. Not able to close that gap with Darren Bruce. Darren Bruce just steadily increasing. He's almost, looks like 0.6 in head at the moment.
Pretty sure Bryce pitted on that last pit stop, so he's probably on the freshest tires.
Well, like we've talked about all season as well, guys. I mean, accidentally getting into the pits and changing tires when you didn't mean to is really going to be detrimental. These guys only have the set that they started with and then 4 sets in the pits. So if you accidentally change those set of tires, if you do the math, you have to at least, at minimum, put 40 to 45 laps on each set of tires to make it to the end.
Yeah, well, it will be interesting seeing, because it seems like people have already taken 2 sets. So I'm feeling like some people are going to have to not take tires on a pit stop, or if a caution plays their way, then they can probably maybe make back up the original set of tires without doing that. But I feel like it's going to be interesting coming to the end of the race with 1 less set of tires.
No, I agree. Huge battle right now between the number 51 and 13. 51, just A. Williams, just barely able to edge out Benjamin Archuleta on that last turn. Looking to the backside of Jordan Marion in that number 11. Marion dropping back to 5th place.
Opinchowski's catching Darren Bruce. He's caught him by, I think it's 3/10. He was back far, but now he's up to 3/10 and to the rear bumper.
Yeah, he's moved away from Bryce Boyer as well. Gaining a lot of momentum right there for Justin Opinchowski in that number 96, moving away from the 9. 9 not able to get up to the backside of Opinchowski. Opinchowski about the same distance away from Boyer as he is Darren Bruce right at the moment. Let's take a look at the detailed battle for it in head. Justin Opinchowski and Darren Bruce. Opinchowski for the last 4 laps has actually been significantly faster than Darren Bruce. Oh man, he's caught right up to him. He's only about 0.2 off of Darren Bruce, getting a lot of momentum coming off of that top side right there. He's right up to the back of him, only about 0.15 off.
He's almost within a 10th.
I'm back, and I brought someone with me.
Okay, yeah. Let's get a little information from what happened out there for the 36 of Josh McCabe. We seen a black flag coming into the pits. What was the black flag for?
It was passing under yellow. There were some cars involved in that last wreck there, and so I tried to key up had some technical difficulties. I was screaming for a black clear, but clearly I couldn't be heard. I got it straightened out, of course, after the fact. While I was trying to fix my technical difficulties, I didn't realize how many laps I was making, and it was just too late. So here I am.
Oh man, that's I'm so sorry to hear that. I figured something like that you just couldn't key up. But man, that really sucks, man. I'm sorry to hear that.
All good. It happens.
Side by side for the lead.
Yeah, you got Openchowski looking to the inside here on Bruce.
Yeah, that's incredible. Openchowski in the number 96 just caught up to Darren Bruce off of 0.6 off. He was getting closer to a second off, but man, doing a great job of fighting for that first spot with the number 39.
Bryce is looking at this, trying to gain as much time as possible.
Bryce is looking at this the same way Bruce was looking at it in his rear view when he was seeing them too wide back there. He's loving what he's seeing right now.
Yeah, big advantage for Darren Bruce as well, catching up. He's only about 0.4 off of the leader at the moment.
We could run the top. I see him sticking it all the way on that paint. Sticking it way better than most people I've seen. Just right on that paint.
Did you see Darren Bruce get loose right there? On that last one? He wiggled a little bit right there in front of Bryce.
Put a little wiggle in it.
A little wiggle.
Definitely loose out there.
Yeah, we've, as you just stated, Josh, I mean, we've seen the bigger accidents tonight. Actually, people just getting loose and trying to correct it, as we've seen with Raymond Hanneman earlier in the race.
Yeah, there's been quite a few that's got loose, and it's hard to correct it. You know, when it snaps loose on you like that. It happened to Hanneman.
Almost happened to me a few times. Just getting in that air. Someone gets on you're taking the air off your rear spoiler, and it just makes you want to spin out.
Yeah, also happened to the 95 of Berkmeyer.
Berkmeyer, yeah. That was up there in front.
Yep.
We got Boyer looking inside of Bruce right now, taking over second.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to have it after that.
He got really tight, side by side.
Well, speaking of Raymond Hanneman, he's moved all the way back up to 7th place within the top 10. Man, they are going side by side. You see that right there? You seen that wiggle come out of Boyer? As they were doing the crossover right there, I seen it again.
It's always when the air is on the spoiler, it makes it so loose, so loose.
Well, and like we were already talking, you know, Openchowski is loving what he's seeing back there. Openchowski now about 0.6 in head.
Yeah, Dusty got some heavy damage.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it looks like he was running tight coming out of 4. The 51 got off the outside wall and clipped his right rear and hooked him right into the wall. He's probably going to have some wheel damage.
Oh, my goodness. I'll be back.
Yeah, he's got some heavy right front damage.
Yeah, it looks like he got it fixed, though. He's coming back out now.
Bryce is catching up a little bit to Openchowski. I saw it was up to 0.6 at one point, now down to 0.5 or 0.2.
Well, and we also see Garrett Caswell getting back out there. Garrett Caswell 2 laps down currently. Dusty Haynes going a lap down right there, as we've seen. The person currently sitting in the Lucky Dog seat is going to be Hunter Berkmeyer.
He just went a lap down just a lap ago. Bryce cannot seem to get to the inside of Openchowski. He's trying.
Yeah, Openchowski is definitely making it difficult. I'm surprised they caught up to him so quick. Something must have happened to Openchowski for them to catch, what, 0.6? Within 3 laps, I think it was?
I saw he was getting a little tight out of I think it was turn 2 one lap that let him get a little closer, and that's what I think he got a little bit of a draft on the backstretch.
As we come back towards the back, looks like
Mama says, "Can I pay for a caution?"
I love that, Mom. Oh, contact between the 52 and the 11 of Jordan Marion and Campbell. Marion up into the wall hard. Campbell down the track.
No caution yet.
No
That
caution.
might be her caution.
Campbell coming back up onto the track. A little slow right there.
That was teammate. Oh no, yeah, the 4 car, 11 and the 4 made a little contact there. I think the 11 got tight. There was no room. There was nowhere for the 4 to go.
Of the 4.
Unfortunately, he sent his teammate off to the inside, and the 11 smacked the ball kind of hard there.
Oh, big moves from Jamie Mullins, moving up into the top 5, taking it away from James Silvers. We're seeing some great driving coming out of Mullins tonight. I mean, the number 66 is out here to impress. He's going to be hunting down Raymond Hanneman. Hanneman moving from 7th all the way to 4th.
Yeah, he didn't have a good start to his night, but he's doing pretty well right now.
I'm sure Taj definitely likes to see that.
Yeah.
That 66 is a beautiful looking car.
It is. I said it in the beginning. I mean, just incredible looking vehicle out there for Jamie Mullins.
He's retired.
Yeah, I see that. It says on SDK. It actually says his team name is Save22.Vet Racing.
Yeah, he's I believe he said, hold on. Let's see here.
Air Force.
Was it Air Force?
Yep.
Yeah.
Retired Air Force.
Yeah. Retired 2013?
Yes, pretty sure.
After that contact earlier, guys, Spencer Teal making some big moves. James Silvers down into pit lane already.
That opens the floodgates for everybody to start pitting. Just don't know when. All these different strategies.
Well, that puts Spencer Teal up into 8th place. He's hunting down A. Williams right at the moment in that 13. A. Williams sitting right behind Tyler Evans. 2 Cornerstone Motorsports drivers right in front of Teal.
Nice board, tapping that wall on exit there a little bit.
Still not able to catch up to Openchowski, man. Openchowski having an incredible night.
He got within a car length to him, and then he smacked it on exit. Openchowski's getting ready to come in. Boyer's in. Evans is in.
I hope they practice them pit stops. Yeah, incredible pit stop entrance for the front 3 right now. Bruce, Boyer, and Evans. And Openchowski. That's going to give the lead to good old Raymond Hanneman in that number 85. He's going to be right there. Jamie Mullins taking 2nd.
20 laps ago, he was a lap down.
I know. Incredible. Oh, up into the wall for Hanneman. That's going to put Jamie Mullins right there side by side, racing for the lead. Mullins wants that point.
Bryce Boyer first got a pit road. Between the front 3.
I mean, Boyer is an incredible driver as far as it comes to pit stops. We seen that last season as he won those 2 championships.
Oh, he spins!
No, we also seen that a couple times. No way. That is
the top 3. Top 3 on pit stops. All with a little bit of damage. Spoke too soon.
Let's go check out and see what happened to Bryce Boyer.
Extremely slick going off the pit road, that's for darn sure.
Yeah, that's what happened. He just kind of got into it a little bit too soon, spun her around there.
You need to stop me from picking drivers.
So that is, fortunately, going to be his second one tonight.
Oh, Openchowski taking damage. Bruce taking damage. That is definitely going to shake things up a little bit. Openchowski catching the meatball flag. Being Openchowski is a lap down, he's definitely going to have to come into pit lane with a meatball. That's going to set Openchowski back big time. Oh, that rear tire is locked up on that 96 as he tries, struggling to make it back into pit lane. But he does eventually make it back into pit lane. He is going to be currently showed a lap down. Man, really unfortunate for Openchowski right there. If he wouldn't have caught the meatball, he would have been able to stay out and get that lap back. Darren Bruce probably having to come in as well. Wait, is this still... Yeah, it's showing Garrett Caswell currently a lap down. Darren Bruce most likely is going to be a lap down. He had to come in for damage as well. Looks like Gardner, yeah. Archuleta, Birkmeyer, and Bruce all still in pit lane.
That one's really going to hurt Boyer's chance here. He's going to, which is still a little early, so he may be able to come back from it, but that one's going to be a drive-through for him.
Yeah, terrible for the number 9. I mean, I do expect to see him bounce back from it. I don't think it's going to cause big problems.
A bunch of drivers getting their laps back here.
Yeah, I think that's still going to leave Darren Bruce and Openchowski a lap down because they had to come into the pit. So two of our front runners are going to have to come from a lap back. That's going to be our 6th caution of the night. Bunch of green flag runs in there.
Might have been the longest run all night right there.
Yeah, I'm thinking so. Yeah, it definitely was. But look who's out there with Raymond Hanneman. Jamie Mullins is going to be sitting on his outside for the restart. Spencer Teal right there behind Raymond Hanneman. And A. Williams on the outside with the number 66. Pace car, left turn into pit lane. Green flag is back out. Hanneman with a decent jump right there. So all of our fastest cars of the night had an incident right there on that last lap. That last lap caution. Garrett Caswell still showing a lap down. I thought he got his lap back. Did he go 2 laps down somehow?
I think he did.
I bet you he came into the pits. Oh, he's coming in now. Oh, Bryce Boyer trying to make it into pit lane.
Yeah, he's serving his penalty.
Yeah, but he missed it. Coming down into pit lane. I think that's going to be it for Bryce Boyer, guys.
He left.
Probably definitely frustrated there. Pit road entry and exit's very tough. It's pretty wide open, but man, is it slick.
Yeah, he missed that cone coming in for that drive-through penalty. Man, I hate to see that for the number 9. He was doing so well tonight. That gives an advantage to Raymond Hanneman to try to keep that front lead, but it looks like Jamie Mullins is going to make it hard, going down low, jumping up front. Jamie Mullins is going to be our new leader.
And Teal's back up to P3 after that unfortunate incident earlier in the race.
Yeah, I know. Incredible moves by Spencer Teal in that Moon Pie Chevy. Let's go over some of the shout-outs for tonight's race. Taj coming in early saying, "Let's go, Ray." We got Gibson coming in, "Let's go, Caswell." Mama, "Let's go, Caswell." Caswell got a bunch of cheerleaders in the chat tonight. Mama asking for that caution. Unfortunately not. I wish we could. And then Samuel coming in for Jamie Mullins.
Just side by side for the lead, a little bit of contact down the backstretch.
Yeah, I mean, Hanneman is not going to give it up easy. He's not going to make it easy for Mullins to keep that lead. Mullins just able to barely jump in front of him. Spencer Teal having a little bit of an issue with the wall right there. That's going to give the advantage to Benjamin Archuleta. Archuleta down low, following Hanneman into that turn. He's going to be side by side with Teal coming out. Nope, Teal's going to be side by side with Hanneman.
What a run. Teal's going to try to take it all the way to the lead.
Teal making contact with that wall. Again, Shelton Racing jumping into the chat saying, "Knox is the GOAT. Tell Knox I said hi."
Oh. Hello, Keegan. Teammate goofing off again.
That's alright. It's what it's here for.
Huh?
I said that's what we're here for.
Yep.
Hanneman side by side with Benjamin Archuleta. Archuleta barely able to edge out Hanneman on that last turn right there. Teal side by side with our leader.
Archuleta's got a hell of a run here too.
Spencer Teal currently taking the lead.
Archuleta
on the inside there to take over second here.
He gets it.
Yep.
Yeah, Mullins falling back a little bit. Now he's going to be right there on the inside of Raymond Hanneman. Hanneman just not able to get down low on this next turn. It's going to cost him a little bit of time. You got to be careful right there because you got Williams right behind him. Is that three wide coming into the front stretch?
Hanneman, got to try to get 2 for 1.
Yeah, able to take the advantage over Mullins. He's going to be right there behind the number 51 of Benjamin Archuleta. Archuleta really showing some skill, getting up to second place on that last run. But man, Spencer Teal leading this race still. Got a decent little gap.
Hanneman throwing it back in turn 1.
Yeah, it looked like a little bit of contact between Hanneman and Archuleta on that last one right there. Hanneman still on his inside. Nope. Archuleta barely able to edge him out. Mullins losing another spot to Williams in that number 13. Careful, because Jeremy Gardner, now you're in the middle of a cornerstone sandwich. Jeremy Gardner sitting right behind him. We know how quick Jeremy Gardner is.
Williams to the outside of Hanneman.
Yeah, they're swapping blows here now. They're old top 5 here is going at it. Oh, Hanneman gets loose again. He saves it this time. He's going to lose a ton of positions here. He said he wasn't going to make the same mistake. He got loose again, but he wasn't going to make the same mistake twice and overcorrect it.
Yeah, great save by Hanneman on that last one. 2-time GEC champion. Just showing what kind of skill it takes to stay out there. He's going to be side by side with Kay Dunn at the moment, racing for that 9th spot, or that 8th spot, I should say. He'll make his way back up to the front.
100%. With the speed he's had in his car today, I feel like he'll be back up there in no time.
Ryan Moutre trying to make his way up to the top 5. 2 ALR drivers right there in front of each other. Ryan Moutre and Dakota Osborne. Osborne right behind him in that number 79. Ooh.
It's like Dusty's knocking on the door of the top 10 here in a little bit, making a little recovery.
Yeah, he took some pretty heavy damage whenever he got turned into the wall there. I don't know if he used his fast repair or not. He may be still carrying some of that
looks
damage.
looks like he took it. His front
Yeah.
suspension was collapsed.
Yeah.
Gardner's made it back to the top 3.
Well, we've seen Gardner all season, just talent oozing out of that number 57. I mean, incredible driver.
Trying to go for second. Side by side down the front straightaway.
He's probably going to get him here on the inside.
Yep. He's gonna be able to dive it in there all day. There he goes.
Yep.
Slide job.
Get up there in front of him, give him all the dirty air he can give him. But hell, it may not have been enough here. It's probably going to be Archuleta looking to do the same thing here.
Yeah, they're going to be swapping back and forth. Yeah, Archuleta with enough, able to make it happen. 57 not having a choice but to stay behind him. Then we got Mullins down to the bottom side right there, trying to race for A. Williams in that number 13. It looks like, honestly, to tell you the truth, guys, that bottom side is doing really well. It's just dangerous. That's where we've seen a lot of the guys hit that bump and get loose and just right into the wall. Still side by side.
100 laps.
Yeah, we're almost halfway through this race. These guys have put on an incredible show so far. Oh, 51.
Archuleta into the wall a little bit.
Woo!
It don't look like it costed him much there. He barely nicked it.
Yeah, it didn't hurt him too much.
Yeah.
It looks like just enough to where he wasn't able to get in front of the 57. 57 still able to maintain. Williams on the outside.
Williams taking advantage of that.
Absolutely. They're going to be side by side for a moment. Looks like Archuleta still with the slight advantage. Yeah, Archuleta right up in front of Jamie Mullins right there, but Williams able to take that spot away. Williams moving up to 4th. Or, I mean, 3rd.
Top 5's putting on a hell of a show right now.
Absolutely. Guys, credit where credit's due. Spencer Teal been leading the hell out of this race in that number 18 Moon Pie Chevy.
Yeah, he's got Gardner slowly walking him down here.
Wouldn't this be the first Cup win for ALR, right? If he were to win this?
I think so.
Yeah, I believe so.
Another team filled with rookies in the Cup Series. Basically, all the good truck drivers from last season into a team and brought them to Cup.
Yep,
Yeah.
we moved that whole team here.
Yeah, it looks like Gardner just slightly faster than Teal on the last few laps.
Yeah, he's slowly making his way to his bumper here.
Williams got the wall a little bit there. He's going to let Mullins get back under him.
Yeah, incredible driving coming out of Mullins tonight in that number 66.
Looks like Dusty and Marion now good battle. They got past Dunn to make it into the top 10.
Yeah, Dusty made it around Marion.
Made it around Dunn, and Marion is still in tow with Dusty, but now Dusty's breaking into that top 10. They're slowly making it a gain on the front pack. They're still a ways back though.
Yeah, Dusty's walking down the 4-car here.
Gardner's made it to the bumper of Spencer Teal. Gets loose. Teal into the wall.
Oh,
Another loose moment out of turn 2. Got another overcorrect. Another problem for Spencer Teal.
Let's go back and take a look and see what happened.
it's that dirty air. It's taking the air off the bumper. I mean, those type of things that you just got to be prepared for. It just catches you off guard and surprises you.
Oh man, terrible for Spencer Teal.
Gardner is Gardner got lucky on that one. If he made contact, he barely just made contact with the
Nah,
bumper.
zero contact coming out of that.
Whew, that was close.
I thought he was gonna get him, but barely didn't.
I don't know, man. It looks a little bit like netcode, honestly, to tell you the truth, but it must have been that air off the car. Because they were definitely a good clip apart.
Yeah, that's what it is. Just when you get up close like that, it takes the air off the back of the car, and it just loses all traction back there. He was starting to drift. The
Yeah, I see
rear end
it.
of the car started drifting up a little bit before it completely went around on him, but it happens.
Yeah, as we see the 57 moving up just slightly. Yeah, it is definitely the air that came off. Oh, Spencer Teal, man, doing such a great job leading those laps. Clipping the back of the 57 a little bit, making huge contact with the wall with the front right of that number 18.
He's still sitting in the pits. He did not. I don't know if he already used his fast repair or what, but he's definitely not using it this go round.
He used it earlier in the race.
Did he?
I think we're talking about Teal, right?
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
know if he was involved in that earlier or not.
It looks like Garrett Caswell sitting up at the front of the field at the moment. He's probably going to get that lap back. Did Darren Bruce? I think Darren Bruce got the lucky dog, didn't he?
Let's see. Could have been Bruce, yeah.
Yeah, that puts Garrett Caswell back on the lead lap.
Oh no! Did he pit? Did Bruce pit?
I think he did.
So yeah, he lost the lucky dog if he pitted. Yeah, he did. So it goes to should be Caswell. Yeah, it was Caswell.
Let's take a look real quick at Caswell's telemetry. He's working on like almost a quarter tank of gas. So that could be a problem. Whereas everybody else looks like they came in. Garrett Caswell not coming in. Pits are going to be closed. So he is not going to be able to top off with gas. He's going to have to come in early. We have a new leader, by the way. It's going to be Ryan Moutre on the inside of Jeremy Gardner. Here we go, Moutre taking the lead. We are already halfway through this race, ladies and gentlemen. 106 laps to go.
Oh, Archuleta gets loose again.
Did he save it?
He did.
Dusty ripping the high line 3 wide. Looks like he's up to 8th now.
think he's actually up to 6th here.
Yeah, he just gained a couple spots there.
Yep. He's looking to the outside of the 66 there.
Oh, Marion.
Marion not
almost-
too far behind.
44, Moutre gets a little loose on exit.
Tried to come up in front of Williams and gap closed faster than he expected. Haynes going for P4.
Using that momentum on the outside.
Yeah, he did.
It's hard to beat that run from the high line.
Yeah.
Henneman going back to the top 5. Almost. Him and Mullins going for P5. They were three wide for a second on the front stretch.
Yeah, Moutre started falling back there after losing that momentum, and everybody kind of train rolled him there, and he's still losing positions here.
I think he might not have hit. I think he might not be on
You want
tires.
older tires? Yeah.
Yeah.
I can look.
That's what it seems like. Is he's off pace.
Hanneman
And I don't think
pitted 5 laps ago with everybody else.
no, not
Yeah.
him, Moutre.
Oh, Moutre.
Yeah,
Let's
Moutre's
see.
falling back.
Moutre got fuel only.
Yeah, he went from the lead to, what is he running, 10th now? Something like that? 9th?
Well, and that's that
Oh,
tire
yes.
strategy. That's that tire strategy we were talking about earlier. Some of these guys are going to have to come in and not take tires to make it to the end of the race and have that fresh set at the end. I mean, there's going to be no doubt about it. We were talking about to make it to the end of this race, you're going to have to minimum put 40 laps on each set of tires, sometimes more. So Moutre may have the advantage come towards the end of the race.
I like that strategy though. Saving an extra set earlier. Tires seem to be a big thing here for seeing how fast he's falling down the grid. Gardner's pulled a 4/10 lead, but Williams seems to be catching a little bit. They've single filed out here in the up to top 8 here, and Gardner's pulling a lead here. One of the fastest cars all night. Williams staying not too far back, but far enough back that shouldn't be a struggle for Gardner just to stay up there, save some tire.
All right.
Still a lot of action coming out of Hanneman, sitting on the inside of Mullins right now. Hanneman barely getting the advantage. They're going to be side by side.
Hill is a trooper, man. He barely got a front bumper on that thing right now, and he's out there making them laps. He's hoping for some more cautions to Teal, Spencer Teal.
Oh,
They're getting ready to come up on him here in a second.
Huge damage still on that number 18. He must have used that faster pair earlier.
front of that
did.
Chevy's looking more like a Camry right now.
Oh, good Lord.
Gardner
There-
makes quick work.
There it is again, guys. Cornerstone 1, 2, and 3. Jeremy Gardner up front, A. Williams right behind him, and then Jay Silvers in that number 4 in third.
A great season for them so far.
Silvers is creeping up to the top here for the first time tonight too, I believe. He's been kind of sitting back there mid to back of the pack. He said he wants to play a little bit too.
Yeah, probably playing that strategy, kind of save that set early and kind of bring it in the late run, mid to late run.
Yep. Haynes is making his way back up to Silvers. Most of these guys making quick work of this lap car of Teal, doing a great job getting around him.
Well, good job by Teal just staying up high, letting those guys go underneath him. I mean, not getting in the way. He knows he's a little bit slower than everybody else and just trying to stay out of the way.
Yep. It gets to be frustrating when you're a lap car, but he's keeping it cool and just letting everybody by.
Yeah, that puts him at 2 laps down, so he can still,
Still reasonably get back up there.
Yeah. We got a little less than 100 laps to go.
93, 92 over the line.
Such an entertaining race so far. Been so many lead changes, so much stuff happening. A lot of cautions in the beginning, and then calmed down a little bit, got a green flag run, got a caution, another green flag run. Such a great race, passing all over. It's been really entertaining for my first broadcast here. Been a good one.
Yeah, the Cup Series all season has been putting on a hell of a show. Like I said, I'm sure they're... Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, breaking my heart. I wish I was there. I wish I was in the mix with these fellas. They're putting on a show, like you guys are saying.
I mean, even coming out of you, I mean, McCabe Motor. Wait,
Esports.
yeah, is it
Esports? Yeah.
Again,
Got
I
it.
apologize. Yeah,
All good.
coming out of McCabe Esports, you guys did an amazing job last season. Just trying to fight your way into this new season with a lot of talented drivers after there was really honestly slim pickings compared to last season. Last season we had almost a full field. We only allowed select drivers to come back into the Cup Series this season, and you guys have been making short work of a lot of them, doing a great job. Haven't seen a whole lot of your brother Jason though lately.
Yeah, unfortunately, his work schedule is just not working out for him. But hopefully, he can get schedule change, and this season's going to be a throwaway for him. Unfortunately, he's going to join when he can, but we're hoping maybe next season it'll look better for him.
Yeah, you need to tell him to get his priorities straight and get back over here now.
I know, right?
Dusty Haynes up into the wall right there in front of Jamie Mullins, trying to make it continue to work, but Hanneman's still going to be right there on the inside of Mullins as well.
For how much stuff's happened to Hanneman this race, he is still way up there, and he's actually going to get passed by, almost get passed by Campbell side by side coming to turn 4. He's going to get back, almost clear. Yeah, he's clear.
Well, great job by Campbell making his way back up there.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of drivers and a lot of incidents making their way back up here after. This has been a hard race for some of the big contenders, and just great to see them back up here after all the incidents.
Number 11's also kind of staying quiet back there. I think he's kind of saving his stuff to make another mid to late run here.
He's been fast on the longer runs this entire race. He's made his way from the back to the front, from the back to the front, always up there on these long runs.
Well, just playing it smart, because you battle these guys too hard now, it's just definitely going to kill your tires, and you're not going to have anything for anyone at the end.
Yeah, he's just lurking behind these two side by side. Hanneman up here, he's lurking. He gets the wall. He's gonna stay. He's staying up there. Still a decent run off exit. For what I've seen, the wall isn't hurting as much as it did in the trucks last night. When you hit the wall in the trucks, it's straight down 3 spots. Hanneman almost 3 wide, 2 wide on exit. Mullins staying on the inside, trying to maybe get a charge down here in turn 3 and 4.
Well, I
Haynes
mean,
got a little loose on entry.
Dusty Haynes just holding on.
Oh,
contact
contact
again.
Contact.
Good
Good
save.
saves.
Good save.
Incredible series of door bangs right there, guys. Wow.
Oh, he's gonna get it again. Another door bang. Seems like Haynes is getting really, really tight through mid corner.
Yeah, that was a heck of a save. That's definitely that pinball effect. Dusty was on, just going along for the ride.
Yeah,
Good save.
he was stuck there in the middle there.
Wall again. It's Gardner by a second still up in the front. I have a feeling they're going to need to start pitting pretty soon, if I'm right, if my calculations would be correct.
Let's go
Got a
ahead
few.
and check Gardner's telemetry, and we will see. I mean, they're working on about a quarter tank left.
Yeah, we had barely any fuel in that truck race last night, or 2 nights ago. So, guess a different fuel situation here in the Cup cars.
I think they're getting around 30, anywhere from 35 to 39 laps on a full tank.
Yeah, it's like I'd say 7 more than we got.
Yeah.
I think a full tank is like 41.
Is it
Max,
Wow.
I'd say, yeah. Yeah, looks like Dusty's tires might be cooked there. Kind
Yeah,
of
so he
falling
dropped
off the
him back a little
pace.
bit. He did get smacked around there, and I think about
Yeah,
a
he
half a
did.
lap later he smacked the wall there fairly
Yeah.
hard. Not a whole. He might have a little bit of damage, but not a lot.
I don't see anything cosmetically on the right front.
Campbell looking to his inside here. Dusty's not gonna give it to him.
A little bit of contact between the 77 and the 11 of Jordan Marion. That last one, Tyler Evans making it barely around the number 11, but Benjamin Archuleta making his way back up through the field. Benjamin Archuleta currently sitting in 10th, right in front of his teammate Justin Openchowski. Keep in mind, Openchowski, one of the fastest drivers on the track.
Campbell got around Haynes.
Yep.
Gardner actually pulling away from the field, one of the first leaders tonight to do so at 2.2 seconds, 2.3 seconds in front of A. Williams, his teammate. Jamie Mullins currently sitting in third.
Oh, what happened? Kiernan disconnected. I think he may have got a little loose and smacked the wall there. Yeah, he did. He got down on that apron a little bit. Got it, just touched the grass and got a little loose, and then couldn't keep it under
Silver's almost
control.
just got into Mullins. Got tight. It's going to let Hanneman around the inside of Silver's. Going to get clear.
Yeah, that moves Hanneman back up towards the front. He's going to be currently sitting in fourth, up 4 spots for tonight. Hanneman making big moves tonight.
They probably have about 7 more laps on fuel. They pitted about a lap 108, so they should be coming in pretty soon.
Yeah, it's looking like probably 5, maybe 6 laps at the most left in those tanks.
But the question is, do you want to run it all the way out, or do you want to try to short pit to gain a little bit of time on the person in front of you?
I honestly think it's going to come down to the tires more than anything.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's going to be, yeah, it's 100% going to be 2 more stops, and I just don't know when they're going to, next stop's probably going to be crucial for the race.
Yeah, because you're going to want that position on that last stop if it goes green.
Yeah, you want to pit as late as possible for tires, but you can't pit too late, or else the driver will get in front of you. And
Yeah.
if you get a driver in front of you, that's just going to get you more aero tight. That's going to give you a more possibility to get in the wall and stuff like that.
Well, as I'm looking at the math right now, with 5 sets of tires and 215 laps, you got to put 43 laps on
That's
each set of
actually-
tires.
You got to figure that's actually 6 sets of tires because you have the 1 on the car and then 5 in the pits.
Oh, I thought, okay.
Only trucks do 4 in the pits, 1 on the car, 1 on the truck.
Okay, so my math's been off all night. So that's 35.8 laps on each set of tires. So, I mean, technically with what McCabe was saying, you could technically get 40 laps. I mean, if you do that, you're going to only have to put, 28 laps on the last set of tires?
But the thing about pitting that early is, what do you feel like you can keep your tires in that big of a situation where you want to pit, or do you want to try to keep it out? Or because we see Gardner with now a 3-second lead, it's going to take either a funky strategy or a big burst of speed from Williams to try to get up there. And if I'm Williams, I'm trying to think of the weirdest strategy that might work right here to see if we can get back to him. I don't know the point situation in Cup. Don't have access to the channels, but I have a feeling if the points are close, then Williams is going to try to do something funky to try to get the points lead.
You got Campbell getting ready to come in here.
Campbell.
Who else was it?
Campbell, the 11 of what's the last name?
That is, you got Moutre in the pits,
Haynes in the pits.
Marion, Campbell, Haynes. Got a bunch of cars coming in now.
66, loose on pit road entry, but good save.
Ooh-wee. Seen that.
As we take a look at the point standings, Jeremy Gardner is currently sitting in front of Williams by 14 points. There's a meatball flag on Dunn.
Yeah, the 66 disappeared for me.
Did he tow?
Oh, looks like it disconnected.
Oh.
It says manually disconnected. I don't know what happened to him. He towed out while he was in pits.
Man.
Yeah, it looks like
Teal going another lap down.
Looks like he got sideways coming into pit lane. Oh, I think he's going to make contact with that wall. No, he didn't.
Barely tapped the wall. If he hit it, he barely tapped it.
He didn't hit it at all.
I know he probably got a black flag for that. Well, I know he got a black flag for it, but
I'm interested to see on how many drivers are on the lead lap after this pit cycle finishes. Seems like I think Haynes is the first driver on fresh tires, or first driver that has pitted. That's interesting to see.
Gardner's coming in. Your leader is coming to pit lane.
Yeah, Gardner and
Well-
Williams in as well. That's going to put Hanneman up to the front for the lead,
Silver stays out also.
which is strange because
Uh-oh.
Caution!
no way.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Don't pit.
will they
Go
be able
out.
to get their stops? Will they be able to get their stops done before they
That's
get
what
back
I'm
to
saying.
the
I don't
pace
know.
car?
I would have probably just stayed out and went on through.
Something with Evans.
Oh, yeah, they get up. Did. All right, let's stop with that. Go back and look here.
Looks like he 77 just got loose on trying to enter pit road and just spun up the track.
Gardner made it out before he got lapped. Oh, no, he didn't. Or did he? It said he did, and then it said he didn't, so. My scoreboard over here.
Yeah, it looks like he was trying to avoid contact with Benjamin Archuleta as Archuleta came into the pits.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely had
Unfortunately, that was gonna
some
run.
more speed entering pit road there.
Yeah, he was a little hot in there.
Yeah, it would have been interesting to see if he would have made it anyways, if there was no car in front of him.
And that's going to bring Hanneman down in. Oh, the number 4 of Silvers gets sideways coming in under caution.
That's going to bring a whole lot of strategy in here. With Gardner already having to pit, that's gonna bunch everybody back up and put him on a little less tire than everybody else. And the drivers that are a lap down are gonna have to start behind the drivers with newer tires, which is gonna be interesting after they get that wave around.
Well, it looks like Caswell deciding to stay back out as well as Archuleta. Archuleta is not showing a lap down, so that's going to keep Caswell a lap down.
Wonder if the 11's got any damage. He's been on pit road there for a while.
That doesn't make any sense because it's not showing that the 51 of Archuleta is in the lead, but it doesn't show him a lap down either. He's got to be a lap down, right?
I think I think he's gonna get a wave here. I think he has a wave yet. He's in front of the leader, but he's not a wave around the pace car yet. So that's probably it. Yep, he's going around the pace car now. So
Looks like, well, that should give the wave to Garrett Caswell as well then.
yeah, Garrett's going back around.
So is Dunn
Osborne.
and the 79 of Osborne. Garrett Caswell was 2 laps down? Yeah, he was. Caswell, Dunn, Bruce, Teal. Shows Marion a lap down as well.
Gardner's gonna have the lead for this restart.
Yeah, and that's going to put his teammate right on his outside as well of A. Williams in that number 13. Raymond Hanneman still lurking right behind Gardner. That's gonna eliminate that gap that Gardner gained for himself. So it's gonna be interesting to see if he can do it again. Green flag is out. Hanneman staying right on his bumper, right side by side with his teammate A. Williams at the moment.
Hanneman clear for P2. Side by side for a second for third.
Yeah, Darren Bruce moved his way back up to the front, it looks like. Is that Bruce? Are my standings messed up?
And my standing's messed up. I don't see him either. He might be a lap down.
No, he is a lap down.
Yeah,
Oh.
Bruce is a lap down.
Huh. That's
Bruce
confusing
is
why I started up
actually
there then.
he's 2 laps down.
Huh.
It's been doing that, actually. It's been keeping lap down cars up towards the front.
Yeah.
Which, hey, it's an advantage to Bruce. If he can get up in front of Gardner, that's going to give him his lap back. And if anything happens, he won't need that lucky dog. Right now, currently, Marion is sitting in the lucky dog position. Right in front of Garrett Caswell. Caswell's going to have to make his way in front of Marion. He's only a few spots back right at the moment.
Hanneman's almost to Gardner. He's been
got
catching him.
Got a car length back there.
Well, we've seen a lot of speed coming out of Hanneman tonight. Hanneman was able to lead a few laps himself, and maybe he can make it to where that gap that Gardner had isn't so big.
Yeah, he's had a few issues this race and made it back all those times. All the way back to second, maybe back to the lead if stuff goes right. A few drivers get into the wall back in the back.
And Marion's going to have to fight Garrett Caswell to keep that lucky dog. Caswell, so, like I said, he's only about 4 spots back right now. As we already know, Caswell's been a fast car all night long. Dusty Haynes sitting right behind the number 11. Spencer Teal back in the fight. No damage on that number 18. How many laps down is Spencer Teal? Just 1? No,
He's
2 laps.
Two laps, yeah.
Yeah, currently
Steele
2
just
laps
did it
is
too, so-
Bruce Teal. I missed that last name. Bruce Teal Birkmeyer is currently Birkmeyer 3 laps down as well.
What's going to be interesting here is do they want to run it all the way down on fuel? I know it's early in the run, but you got to think about fuel here, because if you short pit and get the better tires, because you can make it earlier in this run than usual. It's going to be a shorter run if you want to pit earlier. So it's going to be interesting to see who's going to come and win. You have more room to have more creative strategy than usual when you have to pit at a certain time. Right now, in like 10 laps, pit window might be open.
Yeah, actually, it's going to open up here in about 14 laps. So you're right. If it's me, I'm going maybe 20 at the most, and I'm coming in. That way, the last 35 laps, I got the freshest tires on the field, hopefully. So you're right. We could see a lot of short pitting coming up.
Gardner's already extended that lead to about 0.8 of a second.
Yeah, Hanneman's going to have to be careful because Williams is pretty quick too. Williams is looking to get that second spot back.
I've seen Williams up on that wall a few times. He's been trying new stuff out instead of just running the bottom. He might be trying to make time up on his teammate and Hanneman. Probably going to see drivers burn up their stuff a little more. If they're going to pit earlier, they have more room to burn up their stuff.
Yeah, that's definitely going to give them an advantage to push harder and harder throughout this short stop, and then work on maybe a little bit of tire save come on the last run. But again, they may not even have to save tires on the last run because they're only going to be putting 35, maybe even 30 laps on the last set of tires. So they're going to be able to push pretty hard through the short stop pit, or the short pit and the long run here at the end. We only have about 50 laps to go here, ladies and gentlemen, and it is going to get exciting from here.
How many laps is there to go?
It looks like after the line, it's 50.
Okay. Closing in on the end here.
And Berkmeyer fighting hard there with Silvers. Even though he's a couple laps down, I mean, he's still racing really well. Everybody from 10th back is currently a lap down. Justin Obuchowski, the last driver on the lead lap. We've seen a lot of skill come out of Obuchowski in this race as well. He led a bunch of laps in this race.
Yeah, Gardner is Gardner's putting some real estate between him and second place.
Yep.
Yeah.
Williams is going after Hanneman coming into turn 3.
Yep.
Side by side. Gonna throw it in there. Hanneman's gonna get the run off the top, but Williams is gonna be able to clear before he's able to. No.
They'll probably clear him here in 1 and 2.
I don't know. He's still on the outside here.
Yeah, Hanneman.
He's holding him on the door. Right on that door. Couldn't get any closer.
Hanneman
Oh, wow.
knows who teammates are. He does not want to let that teammate in front of him to get up there with his teammate and just run away with it.
Great move by Raymond Hanneman.
He definitely wants to keep them two separated.
Yeah, the risky thing about pinching though is they can get tight, and that could put you on the wall if they get into your door. That's the risky thing about it.
I love it. That's one of my favorite things to do is put you out of your line, make it to where you can't go back up and pinch you down low. It's an incredible strategy that's worked several times for me, and clearly it just worked for Raymond Hanneman.
Yeah, well, I've been a victim of you doing that, so happened to me a few times.
Let's take a look at some of our biggest movers for today. Right now, Dusty Haynes is our biggest mover at the top, up 16 spots, currently in 5th. But right behind him, Tyler Evans up 16 spots as well in 6th place. James Silvers, 10 spots in 4th. Dakota Osborne up 9 spots in 8th. And Chris Campbell up 9 spots in 9th. And Spencer Teal is just killing it right now, even though he's a lap down. I mean, or a couple laps down. He's out there driving like he's on the lead lap and doing a great job of it. Staying right in front of Hunter Berkmeyer, which is also a couple laps down.
Yeah, he's figured it out after he got all that damage fixed. Turned it from the Toyota-looking front end to a regular front end.
Yeah, he must have had that fast repair in his pocket. He must not have used it after that last incident he was involved in.
If he didn't use the fast repair, he needs to give his whole pit crew a huge raise.
Oh,
Yes.
absolutely.
I mean, they even polished that thing for him.
Clean the sides of it also while you're at it.
Looks like there's holding up Benjamin Archuleta. Archuleta currently on the lead lap in that number 51, sitting in 7th place. He just can't get around Berkmeyer or the number 77. Tyler Evans able to get past those lapped cars, but Spencer Teal is pulling away.
Spencer Teal doing a great job, even though he is a lap down.
Oh, 77 getting loose on that last one right there. Not sure if there was contact involved with him and Hunter Berkmeyer. Berkmeyer right there in front of his teammate and Benjamin Archuleta for OCS.
I don't think there was any contact. It was, I think it was a little bit of a Probably a little bit of a lap car getting a little bit away. I don't see any reason why the lap car would be pinching the sixth place car down low like that.
Yeah. If it was me, I would not be very happy with all these lap cars trying to battle the lead lap cars.
I mean, I can
It might-
understand you're racing, you know, for Lucky Dog and all that
Lucky
kind of stuff, but pinching a guy that's running sixth, pinching him down as bad as that was to him, and he pinched him very low. He held him on the bottom 3/4 of the way around the turn there.
Well, he might have been trying to help his teammate that was behind. I think that's his teammate.
Well, Archuleta's his
51.
teammate there.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Currently, right now, Jordan Marian's still sitting in that lucky dog spot.
Haynes is going for,
Yeah, he finally caught up to the 4 car there.
and Teal is going to almost send it 3
Yeah,
wide. as a
I've
lap
seen
car.
that.
I don't know what I think about that. I get that he's moving, but 3 wide as a lap car wouldn't be very, very wise. Haynes takes 4th.
Yeah, Archuleta moving up on the 4 car on the inside right there. They're looking to hunt down Dusty Haynes. Haynes has got to be careful. He's going to have to pull away a little bit. Archuleta taking that spot away from Silvers. Archuleta going to be moving back up into the top 5.
Gardner has pulled almost a 2-second gap on Hanneman.
Yeah, he's still able to walk away somehow. Raymond Hanneman is also walking away from Williams.
I think we are in it. I think we're starting to see the pit window open, if I'm correct.
Yeah, pit window's definitely open right now. They could come in at any time. Let's check out a little bit of telemetry to see what kind of fuel they're looking at. Yeah, Williams sitting on going into about a quarter tank. Same thing, Hanneman a little bit more than that. Gardner a little bit less than Hanneman. Hanneman's got more fuel than the top 3 right now than anybody else. Archuleta taking a pass on Dusty Haynes. Coming back up. Dusty Haynes into the wall hard. Haynes not going to be happy about that with the contact.
Off radio. Sorry about that. They were going back and forth.
And that's going to bring out a caution. Dusty Haynes with the meatball flag.
Gotta mute up for this one.
Moutre also with a meatball flag.
Turn on the radio. I want to hear the beef.
Yeah, it looked like Archuleta just came right up on Dusty. Coming up off the apron.
But that crash is going to involve the number 4 of Jay Silvers. Let's go back and take a look. Silver's touching that white line down there. Why did it say it involved Silvers? I don't see anything. Oh, Silver's up into Berkmeyer a little bit, getting tapped by the 77. That's what ultimately brought out the caution. Silver goes around a couple times. Not making contact with anything. Lucky for him. That is going to be the pit window. So these guys are going to come in and fill up all those cars.
I got a feeling this might be the pit stop of the race. Whoever could come out first here. If it could be anybody but Gardner, it's gonna make the race a lot more interesting. See if Gardner could get back by. That's an if.
I'm going to see if Dusty Haynes gets that car fixed.
I think he's already used it. Hanneman and Gardner side by side on the pit road. I don't know who got it there. Gardner did. Archuleta, third out of pit road. Williams, Teal, but he's a lap down. And then Evans. Openchowski back up into P6.
It looks like Garrett Caswell, even though the fuel was a little low, Garrett Caswell almost sitting on a full tank. He's going to get that wave around, as well as looks like Darren Bruce is sitting up there. Kay Dunn is also, I think, no. Berkmeyer, Osborne, Caswell. Who's up in front of them? Darren
Oh,
Bruce.
Bruce getting a lap back.
Got a lot of cars getting a lap back right there.
Yeah. Caswell, Osborne, Berkmeyer.
I believe that
Bruce.
doesn't that put Caswell back on the lead lap? I mean, I've seen
It
him go
does.
around a few times.
Yes. Yes, that'll put Caswell, Bruce, and Dunn. Dunn. Is it Dunn? Did Dunn get around?
Yeah, he did.
I think he was lucky dog.
Yeah, he was lucky dog.
Well, that's going to be real interesting because we've seen Caswell do really well all night. Obviously, Darren Bruce doing really well all night. Other than going the lap down, unfortunately, Dusty Haynes is, I think he's going to be out with that meatball flag, not able to get that repaired. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Should be the last restart of the night. 33 laps to go here for the Skyline Showdown 322 at Chicagoland. Beautiful jump by Jeremy Gardner coming off of that green flag. Raymond Hanneman right in front of Benjamin Archuleta. Benjamin Archuleta now currently in third place. Right in front of A. Silvers. But look out. Justin Openchowski back up to the front. We've seen Openchowski leading a few laps this race. Everybody's got fresh tires right now. Actually, you know what? Let's take a look. Oh, no. 2 tires stopped for Gardner. 2 tires stopped for Hanneman. Williams, 2 tires. Archuleta, 2 tires. Openchowski, Silvers, Evans, all 2 tires. Everybody almost in the top 15 took 2 tires.
There's not too much of a fall off on these tires tonight. I mean, it may be just under a second of fall off for, so
Yeah, with the
probably
track
everybody
temps
had the
being
same.
pulled down.
Yeah, it's
I'm still registering K.
7-7.
Dunn. I'm still registering Dunn, Caswell, and Bruce still all a lap down.
And me too. I wonder what happened here.
me too.
I am so confused. So confused.
Me too.
Did they get?
Yeah, they went around.
Yeah, I seen them go past the pace car and everything.
Might just be our standings. No?
No, I'm registering in 2 different programs that they're still all a lap down.
Yep, they are lap down. What is going on? I'm very confused.
Well, 2 Cornerstone Motorsports drivers and 2 OCS drivers up into the top 5 right at the moment. The only one separating them is going to be Raymond Hanneman. He's going to be up in 2nd place, 2-time champion here at GC, showing him what it's about tonight. Not able to get up to the backside of Gardner, but he is putting some time on A. Williams.
He is the only, I think he's the only driver with that from not those 2 teams in the top 5 driving for GTCR here.
Hambo's quietly snuck back up into the 6th spot, looks like.
Yeah, I see that. Up 12 spots tonight. He's one of the biggest movers other than Tyler Evans. Up 14. Looks like the 77 is chasing down his teammate, the number 4. They both are driving that Freedom Warranty Chevy. I got confused at first. They're running the same paint job.
Yeah, just now noticed that.
Yeah, same here. I'm checking it out right now. I did not know that.
Yeah.
We went 191 laps and didn't realize they were running the same paint job.
At least it wasn't just one of us.
Well, that's one of their biggest sponsors is the Freedom Warranty. I know every time they're on the podium, they shout them out. Speaking of sponsors, thank you to all of our sponsors that make all of this possible. North Star PC, Collateral Damage Sports Network, Laughing Llama Wraps, and 4D2 Designs, which is also one of their sponsors. I'm sure they got a 4D2 Designs logo somewhere on their car. Oh yeah, they have to. It's on the side of everybody's car.
Everybody gotta get one.
.42 Designs coming in for the secondary sponsor for not only the Cup Series, but also the Truck Series. Oh, Garrett Caswell up into the wall a little bit right there. $20 laps to go after the line.
Still Gardner with the second on the dot, or was on the dot lead.
Yeah, Hanneman still putting down a little bit of time on Williams. Williams trying to catch up. Benjamin Archuleta back there with his teammate Justin Openchowski, currently sitting 4th and 5th. Yeah, Chris Campbell climbing all the way back up to 6th place and staying there. He's actually putting a little bit of gap on Silvers.
I've been watching him. I think he's just kind of stalking the top 5 there, just kind of waiting for his time to make his move, hopefully save a little tire.
Samuel jumping in the chat saying, "Let's go Gardner. Let's go Silvers." Cornerstone got some cheerleaders out in the chat tonight. I mean, it's been an incredible race so far. Obviously, we've had a couple incidents, maybe a couple more cautions than we're used to seeing these guys have. But, man, Chicagoland is definitely a difficult track. Shelton Racing is shouting out, "Go Kiernan." Kiernan is still out there going strong. He is not giving up. Oh, wait.
Kiernan's done.
Oh, he did leave.
He had a single car accident. Earlier he got down on the apron. I mean, got down on the there on the front stretch, touched the grass a little bit, got a little loose, and then he kind of couldn't get it corrected and smacked that inside wall pretty hard. So I think he just went ahead and parked it for the night.
Oh, I hate to see that for Kiernan. Such a fast driver, doing so well season after season for Blip Motorsports. Just really trying his best out there. Just couldn't get it done tonight, unfortunately. Not the same without you. How many what?
How many laps has Gardner led so far?
Let's go ahead and take a look. So lap leaders currently, Jeremy Gardner leading 97 laps of 215 so far. Darren Bruce with 21. Justin Openchowski with 20. Spencer Teal with 15. Raymond Hanneman with 10. Garrett Caswell 9. Man, we've had a lot of lead changes. Berkmeyer with 8. Bolton with 8. Mullins with 6. Williams 3. Moutre 2. And Boyer with 1. Coming to only 15 to go, ladies and gentlemen. Not a lot of movement going on, though. A lot of single file right at the moment. People just chasing each other down. Teal currently sitting on the backside of the number 77, still pushing like he's on the lead lap, man. I give that man credit for his tenacity. Doing an amazing job tonight. We've talked about Teal several times, and just he's out there to impress.
He's out there. He's making the best out of him being a lap down, and it turning some heads apparently in the booth. Me and Jamie been looking at it.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Garrett Caswell currently sitting in that lucky dog position. He's hoping for one to come out. He's going to be sitting right behind Spencer Teal in the number 77 in the 4.
And Gardner with now a 2.1 second lead.
Yeah, Hanneman is losing his gap to Williams. Hanneman trying to run the middle line, seeing if he can stay up in front of Williams. He's not trying to lose that second spot. Archuleta closing down on Williams as well. Same with Openchowski. OCS is closing that gap.
Hanneman seemed to lose most of his speed. He's a faster on the short runs, but as the runs seem to go on, he gets slower and slower. But he's maintaining the gap now, as I'm saying this, so way to prove me wrong.
Yeah, Williams running a slightly slower lap on that last one. Hanneman, like I said, he is... Yellow flag comes out.
That shakes things up.
That's going to involve Chris Campbell. No way.
No. And that's exactly what Caswell wanted to see.
Oh, 100%. With only 10 laps to go, we have a caution flag. That's going to put Caswell back on the lead lap, as well as anybody that just stays out.
Tires?
That's going to be the question. Who's going to come in? Who's not?
I don't know. If you're back in the back, I feel like do what everybody else doesn't. If you're up in the front, do what you feel is right. Do what you feel. If you feel like you could hold them off, stay out. If you feel like you have the speed to go back and get around them, go and pit. But if you don't have tires, just stay out, because no need to pit for if you don't have any tires.
As we see the 52 sitting side by side coming out of 1 and 2 with the number 4 of James Silvers. Let's see. Oh, Silvers getting loose up into Campbell. Campbell goes around.
3 cars in. Openchowski, Silvers, and Osborne. Only 3 that select to go in.
Well, Silvers must have something up his sleeve, but he's going to have to take an EOL for that last caution right there. So he might as well come in anyway, since he's going to be the last person on the lead lap.
The most interesting driver that pitted to me, or that didn't pit, Campbell didn't pit with him being involved in that wreck, and Openchowski has been one of the fastest cars all night. He's going to be on new tires trying to get back to the lead.
Yeah, let's take a look real quick. But again, you got to think, that brings Garrett Caswell to that lucky dog. He's going to also be back on the lead lap and only sitting in 10th.
Yeah, he's also on new tires.
Let's take a look.
He's in the pit road.
So it looks like Silver's fuel only. Openchowski 2 tires. Dakota Osborne 2 tires, and Caswell also fuel only.
If you're down in there, I don't know why you wouldn't. I think, hey Jamie, I think your thing might be messed up because of the new pit speed update, or for how fast you get pitted. Just a heads up if you want to go check that out after the race.
Yeah, I can't verify. There's been other races where that will show 2 tires when a lot of people took 4, so that is a thing.
Oh, really? Yeah, currently I have fuel only at 8 seconds, 2 tires at 12, and...
2 tires at 12.
Yeah.
It's not right anymore. They changed the way pit speeds work in next gens for how fast you can pit.
Oh, I was unaware of that. So we might have some interesting updates as far as Openchowski, Osborne, and Caswell. They might be on 4 fresh tires.
I think Caswell might be on 2 if it says fuel only, maybe. An
No.
8-second fuel only.
Caswell actually says 2 tires now.
Okay, so I don't know. This could make it way more interesting than it seems. With Openchowski only back in 8th, we're gonna need to watch out for him maybe to challenge Gardner. One of the only drivers who maybe be able to challenge Gardner, depending on how fast everybody else gets up there, or how fast he gets up there.
Well, Garrett Caswell currently sitting behind a few lapped cars. So he's going to have to make his way around. As the pace car drops off, it's going to be Hanneman and Gardner back out to the green flag. 8 laps to go.
Williams is giving a good push to Gardner. 3 wide on the top. Who is that? 3 wide on the top.
It's Hanneman on the outside. Oh, Gardner.
Hanneman goes around.
Oh, big wreck.
Gardner's in the
Gardner.
wall. Hanneman's in the wall. That
That sucks. Fastest car all day.
gonna be on Gardner. He got on that bottom, got a little loose, and
Let's go back and take a look.
they were a little too tight to be bobbling like that.
Yep.
Hanneman was coming down on him, but Gardner got on that bottom right before that happened, and
He
bobbled
bobbled
it
a
up.
little bit.
Yeah.
I think Bruce got involved in that too. Yeah, Bruce was in it. Sucks.
Yeah, it does.
That makes it way more interesting. Osborne, first guy on fresh tires now in P5. I think he's on 4 fresh Goodyears.
Hanneman already using that fast repair too, so he's definitely going to have a little bit of damage on that car. I mean, he just grazed the wall. It didn't look like he hit it very hard. Oh, he comes back in for a second tap. Yeah,
And,
he's definitely going to have some damage on that.
Bruce got in that too.
What happened to Bruce?
I think he just got tagged a little bit.
That's unfortunate. I was hoping Bruce is going to be able to make a good comeback there. That's going to hurt him a little bit more.
I wonder if the drivers who pitted have tires left. Maybe they have a fast repair, take some tires. As Bruce, I see taking 4. Bruce just is taking 4 tires and some repairs. Marion also back on the lead lap because of that.
Yeah, Marion had that lucky dog. Gardner's still in pit lane. I mean, that's only an EOL for Gardner, so if he can get back out, he should have a good advantage.
I think he's going to get as much as he can get fixed, and he'll probably try to stay on that lead lap there.
Yeah, but he didn't seem
Got a
to
little
take
right front
tires.
damage.
He's going to have a
Here we
little
come to-
disadvantage on some of the other drivers. Not taking tires.
He's going to go a lap down here.
Yeah, Gardner going a lap down.
Oh, he comes out. Is he going to make it out in time?
Oh, he does.
Oh, wow.
Holy moly.
He
You
made
talk about perfect timing there.
pixel perfect. Couldn't be better.
Yeah, I mean, but how much damage does Gardner still have?
He's still got some right front damage there, but
But will he be able to make it around? That's the thing. Because I've seen earlier in this race, some drivers didn't make it back after petting in for damage.
he should
Yeah.
be able to make it around.
Well, that
Yeah,
He'll
he's
probably
good.
catch him in
He's
3 or
good.
4. Yeah.
that keeps him on the lead lap, but that gives the advantage to A. Williams right now. Benjamin Archuleta as well. Archuleta going to be on the outside, but man, Raymond Hanneman is still right there. Hanneman with a bunch of damage on the right front of that number 85. Hopefully that
Gardner's
doesn't hinder
praying
too much.
Praying that this is one of those nights where cautions breed cautions.
Watch out for the 79, the 96, and the 87. All of them on new tires.
Well, not only
See how
that,
much that makes.
this is lap 4, so that does not consume the green-white checkered. Hanneman pushing Williams hard. Hanneman gonna dive down low right there. Williams taking the advantage.
Campbell
going sideways. And that is
Osborne
gonna be...
Osborne's around.
And that's what Gardner wanted.
Yep. Then go in and get some more damage fixed. Oh man.
Where do we start? The first part of the wreck or the second part of the wreck?
I believe the caution was already out before the 79 went around. So
Yeah, no, it definitely was.
Yeah, that's going to be on Campbell there.
And that's with
He came down on the 4-car.
That's with Openchowski as well getting involved with the
Yeah, Openchowski got into the back of the 79.
Oh, so no, 79 got loose.
Yeah, 79 was on the bottom, got loose. But I believe, like I said, the caution was already out at that point.
Luckily for Openchowski, he didn't take any damage on that. That's it, guys. This is it. Green, white, checkered. This is the end of the race, no matter what happens.
What? I think all of the top 5 haven't gotten a win this season, if I'm correct, right?
I believe you are correct. I think Williams got a win. I believe Williams did catch a win.
Okay.
But if you're Hanneman, do you stay out? I mean, you got to, right?
Yeah, well, pit stops, people are already in, so.
Yeah, Gardner's definitely getting some more of that damage fixed.
I think Osborne took some tires. I saw that. I don't know if it was only one side or not.
Well, that sucks for Bruce. Wasn't he the lucky dog? In the lucky dog position? But yeah, if you're Gardner, that's exactly what you wanted to see.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You got a bunch of that damage fixed, but the problem is now you're sitting so far back into the pack. Are you even going to be able to make it up to the front? There's like 17 cars up in front of you right now.
Yeah. This is it. Next flag ends it.
Yeah, whether it's the green flag or the yellow flag, or the checkered flag or the yellow flag, this is the end all be all here for tonight for the Skyline Showdown 322. Again, thank you to everybody that showed up to watch the race tonight. This is going to be a hell of a restart and probably the best one of the night.
There's going to be a lot of people making a lot of desperate moves here. I can already tell you that.
Yeah, the aggression is going to be extremely high on this restart. Williams not going to want to give up that position. Hanneman going to try his best to take it away with that damage. Let's see what happens. Pace car off.
Green flag.
Not a great start from Williams right there. Getting a little bit of a push from the 51 of Archuleta.
Openchowski on those new tires almost sent it 3. Now he's going to get sent 3.
Side by side for the lead. Hanneman with the advantage. Archuleta goes around. They
save
keep it
it.
green.
Open
Chowski.
down to the bottom.
A little bit of contact
Side by
right
side
there.
for the lead.
Chowski to the lead.
He's clear.
He is
What a
clear,
move.
clear. Incredible.
flag.
Especially with the contact coming off of that. Chowski, all he has to do is make it around.
Oh, wreck it back. Chowski got clean air in front and clean air behind. Onto the back stretch. He needs to make these 2 final corners into turn 3. Good through there.
More
into
wrecking.
turn 4. Out of turn 4. Chowski. First career win of the season comes at Chicagoland.
First career win at GEC, period. I mean, congratulations to Chowski and OCS. Just an incredible win. Incredible win right there. I mean, the 96. Did you see that? He made contact and almost went off, but saved it, went down low, and just was able to take the lead. Incredible finish coming out of the number 96.
What a finish. I'm glad they kept it straight off kept it off the track and turned out of turn 2 on the first lap, because that was a rewarding finish to this really long race.
Absolutely incredible. You are not lying. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. We'll be right back with your driver interviews. What a finish here at Chicagoland, ladies and gentlemen, to finish out the Skyline Showdown 322. OCS coming out with the win. Justin Chowski, first career win at GEC. The number 96 takes home the checkered flag here at Chicagoland. Congratulations to you and the team. Awesome, awesome race. And especially a great finish for you. I mean, incredible. Making contact, saving it, coming down low and taking the lead on those fresh tires. Just an incredible, incredible race by you. Chowski, walk us through your race.
Absolutely. Chicagoland, one of my top 3 tracks. Definitely a rough start. We were leading for a little while, but when we had a green flag pit cycle, got tapped, causing a big wreck. Ran through the back of the field for a good half of the race in the middle there, and just knew that tires was going to be a big factor here. Every time we see this track in the next gen car, tires are always wearing and tearing. So with that in mind, I knew I had to be the one with the fresh tires at the end of the race, holding as many sets as I can till the very end, and that's how I got to victory lane.
Well, I'm telling you, just an incredible finish right there. Making contact with Williams coming around that corner. You almost lost it, but you saved it, dropped down low, took the lead on those fresh tires, and just came home with the win. Just an incredible finish, man. I cannot be more impressed with the work you put in tonight. And you were definitely on our radar all night long. One of the fastest cars on the track, and man, it really showed at the end.
Thank you, Jamie. Absolutely. It's always fun to race here at GEC.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here and all the hard work OCS and you guys put in each and every week. Who would you like to thank for tonight's race?
I want to thank my team, Benjamin and my good friend Hunter Berkmeyer. I know he did not have the race that he was hoping for, but he will be up there in points. Thank you for the GEC team that puts this together every week. It's always an enjoyment to come here and see the gang. And thank you to Dexcom, where every day we deliver accurately on time to change lives.
Well, amazing finish, and we expect to see you in the playoffs. And I'll tell you, wow, just incredible.
Thank you, Jamie.
Yes, sir. As we move on to our second but not non-familiar driver, Jeremy Gardner taking home another podium this season for Cornerstone Motorsports. Not the finish that Cornerstone was looking for tonight, but definitely not bad at all. Leading the most laps in the entire race. Jeremy, obviously we've seen some issues happen right there with Hanneman towards the end, causing some damage. You had to come down and get some damage fixed towards the end. That second caution came out. We knew you were waiting for that caution to come out so you could get more of that damage fixed. And sure enough, you were able to get back out there, come home with a second place finish, man. Absolutely incredible. Walk us through what happened.
Yeah, it was a pretty good race there towards the end. The first half of that definitely started out rocky for us, getting that damage at the beginning, and then everybody started spreading out, and I was like, well, I need a caution because my car is killed, and I just ended up keeping my head in it, just making some laps, just trying to be smooth with it, and I feel like the cautions there at the end definitely hurt us. I think it was 10 to go when that one flew, and I felt like I had it in the bag, and then that final restart where I was leading, going into 1 and 2, team was literally right on my bumper. I knew I was gonna get loose going in the corner. It was hell tonight with the aero grief and whatnot, so it was a little slick tonight. You had to really manage throttle, which is I was doing really well at that tonight, just keeping the tires on it out in clean air. So definitely not what we wanted tonight, but a good point tonight for sure.
Absolutely, man. Congratulations on a podium nonetheless. Is there anybody you'd like to thank for tonight's race?
Yeah, Freedom Warranty for being on the car, all the stuff they do for Cornerstone, Mount Silver Supply Company, Jake's Junk Solutions, Waynesville Tire, Mountain View Detailing, 42 Designs, Safe Light Auto Glass, Ackerman Seal Coating, Speakeasy Pen Emporium and Supply Company, my guys at Premier Racing Setups, and y'all guys in the booth, and my teammates over at Cornerstone.
Well, thank you so much. Definitely not the first time we've heard that list throughout this season. Congratulations to Cornerstone and yourself for coming home with another podium.
Yes, sir. See you next week.
Yes, sir. Last but never least, the number 11, Jordan Marion, coming out with a podium finish after all that craziness at the end right there, man. Congratulations on coming home with the podium. You did such a great job tonight. I told him in the beginning, yeah, he may have started out around 15th, but you're going to see that milkman paint job up to the front today, and you did not disappoint. Congratulations on a podium. Walk us through what happened tonight.
Thank you, Jamie. Thank you. The cow was charging to the front tonight. Ultimately, at the beginning, I felt like I had good speed. It was a matter of just staying behind the car in front of you because I felt like there was just so much grip on the track that it was just hard to pass, and it was just a straight line for the most part. So restarts was the time to really make your moves, but today was really exaggerated, if that makes sense. But after about halfway, the track started to change up a little bit. Wasn't really sure if I wanted to remain in kind of like dirty air to like help the car rotate, or I'm sorry, stay in dirty air in the straights and kind of like offset the nose. I wasn't sure if I wanted that or kind of to be out front, because when I was out in the front, I noticed that everything just handled completely different. There was more speed, of course, but once you get behind somebody, the car just wants to go to the wall. There at the end, I tried to play some strategy since I didn't have the best speed at the end there, and I didn't pit, not the last caution, but the caution prior to that. I did not pit and take tires and hoped on a late caution, and it came. So that ultimately put me in a position I had better tires, and it worked out.
Well, incredible job by you tonight. You did, like I said, you did not disappoint. Love seeing you on the podium. Love seeing that milkman paint job out there. I know I've rocked it a few times out there in the endurance races, and just incredible run by you, Marion. Anybody you'd like to thank for tonight's race?
Absolutely. First and foremost, you guys up in the booth, and you for making this happen. I know a lot goes on behind the scenes for such a great quality product. So you, of course, my teammate Campbell, Randy, Honestly Nevermind Motorsports, and myself for charging the Cal tonight.
Nah,
Yeah, so
congratulations,
all.
man. Hell of a run, Marian. Thank you so much for being here.
of course, thank you.
Absolutely. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is it. Thank you for showing up tonight at Chicagoland for the Skyline Showdown 322. We will see everybody next time here at GEC Racing League.
Sun's going down and the rig is on. iRacing is where I belong. Discord's lit and the drivers are here.